We need an idea for Physics is Everywhere project regarding fighting.
Oh, we can choreograph a fight scene.
And incorporate some equation The Sims into it.
Or we can make a narration with related pictures. Oh. Fine, I'll just do this myself.
The thing about physics is that it's everywhere.
Guys, he's gone!
The thing about physics is that it's everywhere.
Water and phone.
Ooh, give him a knife. You're right. Okay.
Or else what? Or else this.
Get up.
Who are you guys?
You must be confused and think you're hallucinating.
The truth is, you are. We are just your inner physics consciousness.
And why is he frozen?
We are just human forms of your brain calculations. Your nerve impulses travel at a speed similar to that of light.
And according to your brain, we have to win this fight.
Let's start with the simple part. How do we initiate this in a cool way?
You can throw something at him.
Perfect. The distance is around 10 meters.
By using the projectile formula, velocity equals to square root of range times gravity divided by sine 2 theta. We can thus calculate the necessary velocity and angle. And since a projectile does go the furthest, when it is at 45 degrees, we'll be using that angle measurement for this experiment.
Therefore, when you throw your rock, you want to angle it upward at 45 degrees and throw it at exactly 9.9 meters per second. Since the wind isn't so big today, we can neglect air resistance.
Looks like you're in a pickle.
You see how he's flying at you with his legs thrashing? The force of his running start and jump will create a force much larger than what your muscles and bone can withstand.
Blocking conventionally will break your arm, which, in my personal opinion, which is technically yours, is a big no-go.
So, you have two options. Either get kicked in the arm and spend 6 weeks to heal.
Or you could utilize the equation of impulse.
As you can see from the equation, impulse equals to momentum divided by time. The smaller the time, the greater the momentum.
The time of impact of the egg was so small that the momentum the egg possesses when it hit the ground was large enough that it cracked. Now let's see what happens if we extend the time of impact.
Due to an increased time period, the momentum is smaller and the egg therefore does not crack.
Extending arm, increasing the time of impact, lessening momentum of assault, reducing the force of kick, bone breakage avoided.
Huh, he's actually quite an experienced fighter.
You see how he redirected your punch?
That's because every force is a vector, and your punch is just another vector directed at him.
So basically his arm, a vector of similar force, changed the resultant vector of the whole system.
You see how when you blocked your punch actually flew outwards?
That's because your punch was aimed directly at him, while his punch was directed sideways.
Therefore, the resultant vector not only does it block your punch, but it also throws you off balance.
You could try utilizing that. He looks like he's about to strike.
Whoa, look out. That's a knife.
You see, the thing about a knife is that it's very sharp, so I probably wouldn't suggest being stabbed by one. And the reason for that is because the knife's really sharp and has a very small area.
And that's where pressure comes into play. If you look at the equation, P equals F over A. The smaller the area, the bigger the force.
You see, take a look at this dart. The point has a very small area. Therefore, just like the knife, it can stick into the dartboard. The small area on top allows it to convey enough force to pierce through the dartboard. Now, take a look at this coin. With a much larger area, it won't be able to exert that much force.
You know, it reminds me of an angry bull. We can pull the inertia card. Remember Newton's first law?
Oh yeah, an object in motion stays in motion. So basically, when he comes and slashes at you, just sidestep and wait for his arm to continue in motion and counterattack when his body is open and exposed.
Utilizing impulse. The roll will reduce the force of impact by increasing time. Use your knuckles. It exerts more force.
Do you think that could get...